Hi, welcome to Two Batches.
Two Batches Cooking is about home style with ease.
I'm Maria.
And I'm Rosemary.
Welcome in.
Let's go inside and get started. Amen, sister.
Amen.
Woo! We've got two great recipes for you today.
I am going to make some Polish pierogi noodles.
And I am doing a cauliflower couscous salad, which you are going to love and eat up.
Hi there. Today I'm going to make some pierogi noodles, and I have a stick of butter sauteing or melting in the pan, and I have one medium onion that's finely chopped. What I'm going to do is saute the onions for probably 3 to 5 minutes, just once the butter melts and they become translucent. In this recipe, it is a version kind of the traditional Polish pierogi, which is a noodle dough turnover. Usually it could have most often a dry cottage cheese filling. There's sauerkraut. Some people prefer mashed potatoes. This is just an easy version. You don't have to make the dough. You don't have to roll everything. Here you are using rotini noodles. It will have mushrooms, sauerkraut, and then cream of mushroom soup also. We'll mix, after the onions saute, we will add the mushrooms, cook for another few minutes. I have water boiling, or starting to boil. I'm going to cook the rotini noodles, and then we put it all together, put it in a 9x13 pan, and bake it, and it's done. All right, so we have the rotini noodles that have cooked. I finished sauteing the mushrooms, and I added 3 cans of stems and pieces of mushrooms. So I'm going to add the onions, mushroom, and butter mixture. Then we have a 16-ounce jar of sauerkraut that has been drained. So again, like I said, this is a take on the traditional Polish pierogis. This is a recipe from my mother-in-law. So my husband remembers that sometimes she would add meat, ground hamburger, ground sausage to make it could be a main dish. So I'm stirring that. Now the final ingredient is 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. So we have the hot noodles, the sauerkraut, mushrooms, onions, and the creamy soup. So I have it, just level it out. And now I have the oven heating at 350. I am going to put this in, I believe it's 30 minutes, and then it will be done. The pierogi noodles have been in the oven for 45 minutes now. It is at 350. Okay, oh my goodness. It's bubbling. That's gonna, so, oh yeah, this is wonderful.
Okay, great. Hi, everybody. So we're going to do a cauliflower and couscous salad today. It's very easy, and I think one of the things that you can do with this is you can do it how I'm going to show you today, or you can also decide to add your own ingredients to the cauliflower couscous salad. You can play around with it, but it's just a nice summer, even winter, because we eat cauliflower in the winter, salad. So I've got 1 cauliflower here, and I'm just taking out the stem, doing the best I can to do that, fight it out, and break it up into different pieces. And you're going to actually roast the cauliflower first, and then you assemble the salad. So we've got large chunks of cauliflower here, and you can break it down into florets, but I find it a lot easier just to slice the cauliflower like this. We're not going to roast it for forever, so you don't have to have perfectly equal pieces. pieces will be done in different, you know, phases of being charred or cooked, but it doesn't matter. The roasting really gives the cauliflower the flavor. It just adds a great flavor to the salad. So as we get this cut up, we have a sheet pan here, which we'll do our roasting in. I'm trying not to slice my thumb off as I talk to you. So you can break them up a little bit. Spread them across your sheet pan. Okay, there's a bunch of little ones, there's medium-sized ones, there's large ones. Don't worry about that. The little ones get kind of really oily and toasty, and so don't throw the little ones away or think they're going to get too burned. That's how we want it. So you can see we've got one cauliflower cut up and spread up here. And so what I usually do is take enough oil, this is olive oil, pour it on. I don't know, it's probably about a cup of oil. And so that's the oven telling me it's ready, preheated. Oven is preheated to 375. We're gonna put it in the oven for 30 minutes. So you're gonna add some salt to taste. Salt is the magical treat. So if you can stand it, put more salt. Pepper. Add pepper on here. It's also really good. I know this sounds excessive, but I'm going to put some garlic salt on it too. Just a little bit. Sprinkle across the top. You know, if you don't end up making this into a salad, you can just eat this cauliflower as a side dish. It's really good. Putting about a half a teaspoon of curry in here. It's just a flavor that I like, and I'm going to add to that. By the way, the salad, when it's done, can be used as a main dish, so it can serve about 4 people generously as a main, and I would say 6 to 8 as a side dish. So there's going to be enough couscous and other ingredients in this done that really kind of, when we're done, that really kind of makes the volume of the salad. So all this is ready. It's what it looks like now, and we're going to pop it into the oven, 30 minutes, 375. So the great part about the salad is while the cauliflower is baking in the oven, you can actually do the couscous. And I've done couscous before on another show, but it is the easiest thing to do, and it's so good. And so this is medium couscous. It says 100% Moroccan. We like that, yay. And so couscous is so easy, at least the instant couscous. So it's always 1-to-1. So I'm gonna do 2 cups here for this recipe. And this is just on a pan that's not on the oven. So it's just sitting here. And then I'm going to get 2 cups of water. So this water is boiling. And you just pour it over the couscous. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to stir it. You just make sure that it's covering the couscous. And then you just put the lid on. And 5 minutes later, you fluff it and it's done. Okay, so the cauliflower has come out of the oven, and as you can see, there's various states of brownness, which is great. So some of the pieces, the medium-sized pieces, are kind of a tan color. Some of the larger pieces are just done, but not too brown. And then, as I said, some of the smaller pieces get kind of charred, and that's all good. We want to put all this into the salad when we assemble it. And so meanwhile, the couscous has been just sitting. We put no heat on it other than the water. It's not on a burner, it's just resting here. Just to make sure the couscous is done, is you just tease it like this, and it will loosen up, and then we'll be able to assemble it. So let's go over and assemble everything right now. So here are all the ingredients that we need for the salad, and I want to introduce my host daughter Fatou, who is a doctoral student at USC and was a student at Notre Dame. And Fatou helped us to prepare and cut all these things. So say hi, Fatou.
Hi.
Say hi to the Trojan Nation.
Hi, Trojan. Hi, Irish.
Yay! Okay, so basically we've got the cauliflower here, and I just took it out of the pan. And the key thing to remember about putting the cauliflower in here is all the crud you see in there, all the, the cruddier the better. So all the little bits of burnt cauliflower, all the oil goes in. Don't just take the cauliflower out and leave the cruddy stuff. Put everything together. This is the couscous. So we're going to add in the couscous now to this big salad. This is a large bowl. As I mentioned, it really serves 4 people very generously as a main dish. And it serves 6 to 8 as a side dish. So Fatu, start putting in all the other ingredients and tell people what they are as you're putting it in.
So these are chopped onions. We're just gonna add them.
Perfect. Perfectly chopped. Great.
Right. And now we're gonna add Roman tomatoes, cut into half.
Yep. Cherry tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes.
Yep. While Fatu's doing that, I'm going to add the parsley. So this is about a cup of parsley, and I'm going to commit heresy here and tell you that everyone talks about Italian flat leaf parsley, which I like, but the regular curly parsley, I just feel is so much more flavorful, and especially in a salad like this. And so I just put a cup into a small chopper and chopped it up a little bit, and so I'm adding that in here. And this kind of is this as we put it in, this will kind of remind you a little bit of a tabbouleh. And we're just kind of making our own take on that.
And these are chickpeas, canned chickpeas, and then we just drain the water.
16-ounce can chickpeas, perfect. So good.
And lastly, I think we have bell peppers, red pepper and yellow pepper, sliced. Half of each.
Great. And so what we do to give this salad a little flavor, and when we plate it, we'll add some condiments too, but we put about a half a cup of oil in here, a good olive oil. All this up, mix it, salt and pepper generously. Pepper, salt. And continue to mix it, and then we will plate it. Yay!
All right, well, welcome back. We are ready for a feast of some noodle pierogies.
And couscous cabbage,
Cauliflower cabbage.
Cabbage salad. So,
and we have some sparkling rosé to
our favorite batch. And so with the couscous salad, I put a dollop of mayonnaise right on it, which is really nice. And then the other condiments you can use are lemon or lime wedges, and then this is a well-worn bottle of sriracha. As you can see in my house, we put it on everything. So I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of sriracha. Some people don't like that flavor or don't like the heat, but I like it.
So, and with the pierogi noodles, you could garnish it with sour cream if you prefer.
Because that you put on pierogi. Sour cream you would put on pierogi,
pierogies.
so that kind of is keeping in the tradition.
So, you know, if you want to make it, add a little parsley, but you can just eat it as is.
Yep, and we're just digging in today. Oh my God.
It really kind of tastes like a pierogi.
It does. And you know what? Sauerkraut is so good.
And it's good for you. It really, really is good for you. Oh,
Cheers.
cheers.
So good. So it's warm here today, so this sparkling rosé tastes great. I'm going to mix up my cabbage. I keep saying that. Cauliflower. Too much rosé.
It's the first sip, I swear. Oh, it's great.
I bedded it on baby arugula, so that gives that nice underlying sharp taste.
Oh my God, I mean, we've been cooking and I've been really hungry, but this tastes fantastic.
This is so good. These things work. We just put them together because we did these 2 batches for you. But they taste good today as a meal, but you can certainly, they're meant to be separate, so.
Oh, absolutely. They can be, both can be used as a main dish or a side dish.
Yep, that's the wonderful part about it.
All right, well,
Cheers,
to 2 batches.
and see you at our next episode.
Take care.
Bye.